Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel, DIY Decor. Today we are going to make over these cute little bunnies from the Dollar Tree. So I have two of these, and the first one we are going to make this a little feminine bunny, and I did have to pull his arms off, and then I found this piece of fabric that I had with the little flowers, and I'm just going to take and hot glue the ends and press those down, just making some nice neat little folds on each of the top and the bottom. Now I'm going to pull it up right to his or her neck here, making sure I have enough to fit from top to bottom. Then I'm going to cut the tag off, and I'm going to fold it around to bottom to see how much I need to cut. Now I am going to try to get this, it's going to be in a V shape towards the bottom, but I'm trying to get it kind of straight towards the center. I think you'll be able to see what I'm doing here, but I do again fold the seams on the side and glue those down. And here I am measuring it to see how much I need to cut off. And then I just take my scissors and then I just cut some of that off. And then we'll make another little seam here on this side that we just cut. And then I'm going to start gluing right around the front of her neck there. And then we'll turn it over on the back side. So I'm going to take one side and just glue it down to the bunny's back, and then the other side we will wrap it around as well. But like I said, I wanted it to be straight, the seam to be straight before it opens up at the bottom. So I'm going to figure out how much I need to fold, and then we'll just glue that down so it'll stay folded. And then we will glue that side down to our bunny's back as well. So now we have a straight seam in the back of the dress. So our bunny needs her arms back, so we're just going to take and add some glue to those arms and just put them back on the outside of her dress. And I have one of these kind of large pom-poms I got from the Dollar Tree. This one's a pink one to match the inside of her little ears, and we're just going to hot glue this right here where that seam begins to open up. Then using this lace ribbon from the Dollar Tree, I'm just going to take and make a shoelace bow. So I'm just pulling and tightening and pulling and tightening. And then when I get it to the way I want it, I just cut off that tail, and then I do make sure the tails are cut in an upward direction. And I figure out where I want to place it on her head, and then just hot glue it. So I have these string of pearls. I've had these for many years, but I just wanted to give her a little pearl necklace. So I'm just hot gluing a little bit to the back, and then we're cutting off some more. Then I'll glue it to the back as well, giving her this cute little string of pearls. But I didn't think that that was quite enough, so I didn't know if I wanted to add a little loop to the front, or add another set of pearls. I don't know. You guys tell me, what do you think I should have done in the comments below. I do go ahead and just make kind of the little swag there in the front. I just wanted those pearls to stand out just a little bit more because they were so tiny. So now for our bunny's ears, I'm going to fold her ears over and just hot glue them in place. I just wanted to give a little height difference to this bunny compared to the other bunny that we're going to do as well. So I'm going to fold both of her ears over about halfway. And then, like I said, I'm just going to hot glue them down so that they'll stay. And I think this just adds a little bit more sweetness, a little bit of a softer touch to this bunny. So for this one, again, I took the arms off. I just pulled those off. They were fairly easy. Now I'm clipping the little tag off of the side there. So we're going to make this one a little bit more masculine. So I have this red. This is almost like a corduroy-like fabric. So I have this, and I have our black and white plaid. I've used this many times for some other DIYs. And then I also have this. This is more of a velvet type fabric. And I really love the greens that are in this. Green is my favorite color too, though. And then I have this plaid fabric. So I'm just deciding which fabric I want to use for this little bunny suit. I do go with the plaid, but you guys let me know in the comments, which one do you like the best? Which one would you have used? So now this time we're going to start wrapping this from the back to the front, and we're going to make the little seam going down the front instead of the back this time. We're going to give him like a little suit jacket. So I'm going to start gluing some glue on the back side of his neck and pressing that fabric down, and then we'll work on the front side. Now I did know that I wanted to give him some type of little undershirt or something. I wanted to add some kind of other little texture to it. So I'm just playing with the fabric, trying to figure out what I want to do. And what I ended up doing was taking about 8 inches, and I just cut off 2 blocks of that plaid pattern there. And I'm gluing it upside down to his neck, and I'm going to glue it all the way around. And then we're going to take and flip it down just like his collar. This is what this is actually going to be, is his collar. And we are just going to take and glue it on and then flip that collar down. And then again, just like we did with the other bunny, after I figure out where I want my seams, I glue that little corner down. I start gluing everything to the front of our bunny, giving him that little nice seam in the front before it opens up at the bottom. Now I do go back and cut the bottom so that the fabric hangs right above his little paws. And then I finish gluing the rest of the collar all the way around. And then I just cut off those excess ends there. So then I decide that instead of it sticking out from the top, because I added that collar, I wanted something to stick out from the bottom, almost like his little shirt tails. So I'm just going to take a small piece of the fabric, and I'm just cutting it off so that it'll go right up under the little ends of his jacket there to make his little shirt tail. And I'm just making sure it's big enough, and I'm deciding like where I want to put my cuts to make my angles. And then I go ahead and put the little notch down there at the bottom, and I realize that this piece is going to be too long, so I'm just taking some more off of the top there. And then when I get it the way I think it's big enough or it's going to work, I go ahead and glue that piece down. So after I get it glued down, I do go back in and redo the bottom of it. I just didn't like the way that it was looking. So now I'm going to take another little strip of the fabric and I just glued the two ends together, took a piece of twine, tied a knot around the center to make a cute little bow for our bunny, and I trimmed the little tails there. And then the end of the fabric has that white band there, and I just cut a strip of that off to glue around the center of our bow. And then we are going to glue it right under his chin, and now I'm going to glue his arms back on. And then I'm going to give him one of these white pom-poms from the Dollar Tree. And I add a little bit of white to his eyes. I also go back and do this to the other bunny as well. So here I am recutting those little V's on his shirt tail, and I think that looks so much better. Now I have these 3 little buttons that I found in my stash, and I'm just going to glue those on his jacket. And I do glue the tips of his ears down just a little bit, and here they are, my Mr. and Miss Bunny. I think these are so adorable. You guys let me know what you think. If you like this video, please give it a big thumbs up. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you all next time.